friends, it's Nancy, and I'm back to work on this journal. So yesterday I made the template and the backing for the spine to sew my signatures to, and then I prepared this little, what I consider a book plate, really, a title for my journal. And you can see that waterproof pen came right out, and I've got it all stitched down, and it's ready to go to the next step, whatever that might be. So I'm thinking I might stitch some pearls on. I might stitch some buttons on. I don't know what to do. I don't want to do too much, but I also want to do more. So I will think about that. In the meantime, I want to make the inside covers. Now, yesterday I said I was going to use this fabric, which is why I chose this for the spine. But then I got looking at this one. So if I use this for the spine, like some of it might show, but you know what? I think it's going to be okay because it is coordinating fabric, right? Right. And we are going for a patchworky kind of feel, so I'll put that there. Okay, so when I am making the inside covers for journals, 19 times out of 20, I'm going to use fabric. So I just measure the cover. So this one is 8 3/8 tall. So I'm going to cut my template for the cover, the inside cover, 1/4 inch smaller, so 8 1/8. And then across, it's about 5 3/8. So again, I'm going to subtract 1/4 inch and come with 5 up with 5 1/8. So I took a grocery bag and cut 2 pieces the same. So when this journal is completed, this will be the size of the inside cover. Now, ordinarily, if I'm just using a book cover, I would need to lift up this this edge of the former. Yeah, and it's really glued down there. The former inside page, because I would not be putting my inside cover that low, so it would show. But because I'm covering this whole cover with fabric, like this is going to serve to cover the raw edge of the patchwork. So I'm not worried about that. All right, put you there. And I know I've demonstrated this once or twice before, but could be some new folks. And just grab some scrap paper here. So I'm just using my glue stick, my favorite purple glue stick. I can only find it at Target in the US. It comes in 12 packs. Not every Target has it, I have discovered. But the 12 packs are the most inexpensive. They have 2 packs, which are like $3, $2.94, something like that for 2 packs. But you can get a 12 pack for $6 and change. I want to say $6.94. So the fabric I have pressed and I have cut more or less an inch larger, because this has got a regular pattern. I'm gonna endeavor to put this on with the pattern so it won't be wonky. Do, do, do. Just going gently over this with a card just to make sure that it's all stuck down, but I don't want to get too vigorous with it and like scrape the fabric up. Okay, so I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other inside template. Okay, so I gave it a little time to dry. Now I'm not going to cut like a straight line. I'm going to cut like a really obtuse V, just to take some of the bulk out of that corner. Not just that corner, but all corners. I wanted to mention that when I was putting together that, when I was putting this cover together the other night, I started it after I did the supper dishes and everything, and I had all of the patchwork and the lace machine stitched down by 8 o'clock. So maybe it took me 2 hours, although the video looked like it was going to take me 57 years. So, and then yesterday morning, so I guess that's Monday morning now. Yesterday morning, I appliqued down all of the doily edges. Well, you can't see it because I used coordinating threads, so you can't see that. Then last night, again, after I did this like in 30 minutes, because I was watching my Crafty Crush Catherine's 38-minute video. Actually, Catherine. Oh. I was watching Catherine's video. Catherine Brown, artist, while I did the applique stitches on the lace. And then last night, after I got home from work, I did the embroidery. Then I blotted it with warm water to take the vanishing ink off, the water-soluble ink, I don't know what you want to call it. And then last night after supper, I did the embroidery, appliqued this down, and then did like a little quilting stitch inside there. So all told, it's probably taken me about, I want to say 5 hours to do this, to this point. So it really isn't as difficult as I imagined, or you might imagine. Anyway, back to what we are working on. But I meant to mention that. So again, purple glue. So I'm going to turn this edge over. Now when I get to the very end, I'm going to like angle this part a little, so it's not 90 degrees to the edge of the paper. It's more like 85. And that way I won't have to deal with it later. I'm just kind of pushing it down with my pokey. I like to stitch these as well, and I'm just thinking, should I do the brown thread like I did on the front cover, or should I use a coordinating like ivory thread? Okay, I'm going to start sort of in the middle, work my way. To the end. And see, that's a nice corner. You don't even have to take your time. If there's any little threads hanging, just shove them in there into the glue, and they will be just fine. See? You just want to be careful that you don't bend that paper. You want to keep that a good sharp corner. Perfect. Okay. So I have them both done. I am going to stitch these later because I can't decide what color thread to use. So I'll let them dry anyway, right? Okay. So this morning I was, how are we doing for time? Oh my gosh, we're only 13 minutes. This morning I cleared off another bookshelf because I'm still doing my organization challenge. And this is a book, it's called Camera Obscura, and it has this image of a camera. Somebody bought this in December 2001 from Amazon. Huh. So I do have plans to make a photography camera book. And this book is already falling apart. And this is one that has staples in it. It's a German book. So I thought, I'm going to take this apart, and I will probably chuck the text block. I don't think I'll be, well, maybe there's something I can save from it. But like I said, this is already trashed. So, I think this is going to be a great cover. All right. So if you've never seen one of these books that has the staples instead of stitches. Prepare to be alarmed. I have this fancy staple remover. Actually, this isn't too bad. I have nearly broken my arm. I feel like really strained myself at times trying to take these staples out. So that wasn't too bad at all. But often these vintage German books are stapled. So let's go to the front and see if there's anything I want to keep here. Ooh, 1891. It says Haarlem. So maybe this isn't German. Maybe this is Dutch. I'll have to look it up. I'm looking for the staples. So I'd like to keep that front cover. This one has extra staples just for fun. I really felt like this was German. But I see a lot of double A's in here. So maybe. Yeah, this plate is glued on. Okay, you're a keeper. I will keep this plate. And let's just see if there's any other interesting photos, or not photos, but plates. So maybe I will pull out a few more that have chapter titles, just so I have enough to put into my journal. And some pages I will keep for collage, because it's always fun to have a different language, right? All right, so thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to finish my little job here with this, and then I'm going to pull pages for signatures for my patchwork. Thanks so much for joining me today. We'll talk again soon. Take care.